Broadcasting live from Houston, Texas, and around the world. TV host, best-selling author, and radio personality Brad Gilmore brings you a collection of conversations with stars from movies.
Matthew McConaughey.
Brad Gilmore.
Mark Wahlberg.
Hey, how are you?
The one and only Sydney Sweeney joins us. Sydney, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Tom Hanks and Robin Wright in my favorite movie of the year. Guys, thanks so much for joining the show.
Oh, thank you.
Well, thank you. Jessica Alba and Lizzie Mathis. Ladies, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you.
Kevin Costner joins us. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Television.
Jimmy Fallon joins us this morning. Jimmy, how you doing, my friend?
Good morning. Thank you so much, Brad, for having me. I appreciate this, bud.
One of my all-time favorites, Vince Vaughn, joins us right now. Vince, thanks, man.
Oh, great to be with you, Brad, and great to be talking to Houston. Good morning to you.
We got Owen Wilson. We got Judy Greer. Thanks for joining the show, guys.
Thank you.
Jay Leno joins us. Jay, how you doing?
Hey, Brad, what's going on?
We got Anna Sawai joining the show. Anna, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you, Brad.
Music.
Lola Monroe.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
The legendary frontman of AC/DC, Brian Johnson, joins us right now. Brian, how you doing?
Good morning, Brad. What looking at talking me funny, lad.
Megan Trainor.
Thank you so much, Brad. You're awesome.
Paris Hilton, the infinite icon herself, is on the show. Paris, love the film.
Thank you. I'm so proud of it.
And more. This is The Collection. Now your host, The Boat.
And my next guest joining me on the line right now, he is maybe the best host in television today, and he is going to be celebrating the 800th episode of America's Funniest Home Videos, airing this Sunday, March the 8th at 6 Central on ABC. You know him from so many places, Dancing with the Stars, AFV, the one and only Alfonso Ribeiro is with us this morning. Alfonso, how you doing, sir?
I'm fantastic. How are you today?
Look, I'm great, and I mean this earnestly. I watch AFV. I watch Dancing with the Stars. You are so phenomenal at the hosting gigs that you have. Does it feel like a natural thing for you to be a host? Because it's a different muscle than being an actor, right?
It's completely different. It's a completely different thing. It's the almost nothing is relates to the other. The thing that I feel is most important when hosting is it's all about making it feel like you're just talking to that person sitting on the couch. You're talking right to them, right? I think a lot of times people forget who they're actually talking to when they're hosting, right? You can have an audience of 10,000 people sitting there in a stadium, but if there's cameras on, you're talking to that one person at home. You're not talking to the people in the room. You can come out of talking to them and bring those people into your conversation, but you're ultimately talking to that person at home. And it's really about making it relatable and making it something that you can, you're connecting with them. And the vast difference is obviously you're being yourself. You're not being a character. And so not everybody knows how to actually be themselves. So it's a slightly different, job than acting, but it's one that I feel very comfortable doing, and I enjoy it. So I feel blessed and very lucky that I get to do this thing that I love to do.
Well, and you hit it right on the nail. It's just the comfortability. And because on AFV, obviously, you're great on it. And the transitions, the commentary that you put over the videos are so funny. And then if you go to Dancing with the Stars, this is a live show. And, so many things can go wrong if it's live, but a television producer once told me it can't go wrong if it's live. Whatever's going to happen is going to happen. But walking that tight wire rope on a show like Dancing with the Stars, which I guess had the biggest audience this last season, sometimes it's got to feel, I don't know, a little exhilarating to know that you're working without a net.
Well, it is exhilarating. There's no question there. It's a weird thing. But you almost have to not care, right? If you start to care, that's when you add pressure to yourself, right? If you simply go and say, "Oh, whatever's going to happen is going to happen. I don't really care." You then get relaxed. I used to have one of those Aura rings, and it would tell me my heart rate, and my heart rate would go down when I was on stage doing Dancing with the Stars versus go up. It's up before, and then it goes down once I'm on stage doing it. And it's for me, it's about being relaxed. It's just being like, hey, I'm talking to you. It's real easy. Yes, there's the pressure of knowing that you've got 17 million or however many people watching your show, and that's a great thing to have. But if you look at it that way and you add that to your brain, I'm sure that's something that would mess you up. But imagine you were just talking to your best friend sitting there on the other side of the camera. It'd be easy. Well, that's kind of what I'm trying to do.
Well, and you do a great job of it. And I will say that the moments when they're counting down, whether it be on AFV or be on Dancing with the Stars or any of the other projects that you're involved in, those butterflies right before you walk out, they are a great feeling to have. You just want them to line up and fly straight, if you know what I mean, like when you get out there on stage.
Yeah. Yeah, it's I don't really get them very much anymore. Uh-huh. The reality for me is, like I said, I just kind of like, hey, let's go do it, right? Let's go have some fun. And there was a study done many years ago that your body has a chemical reaction when you smile, and it literally lessens the stress level in your body immediately. And so right before going on, I'll look at Julianne and be like, let's go. Big old smile on my face. My body relaxes immediately. And so, yeah, I mean, I even use that with my kids when they're playing baseball and they're doing sports. I just say, hey, smile. I know it's tough right now. You're on the mound and it's a big moment. Just smile. And if you smile, your body will relax and you'll go right back into easy mode. And it works.
I'm going to start using that. I'm going to take that. That sounds like a really great little method, little tip from Alfonso here for me moving forward. But when you talk about AFV, 800th episode of this show, I mean, what's so amazing about it is every time I watch it, and obviously this is the point of it, but every time I catch AFV, I consistently laugh throughout the whole episode, and I feel so much better. I can only imagine doing 800 of them. It still must surprise you, some of these videos y'all get in.
Look, to be able to say that we've got 800 episodes is incredible, right? We've got a great team. This wouldn't be possible without the great, late great Bob Saget and the incredible Tom Bergeron. Our producers, Vin DeBona, Michelle Nazare. We've got a great team, and I feel so blessed and so lucky that I get to be the host, taking it across this 800 mark. I can't wait for us to go 900 and then get to 1,000. So that's the goal. Is to try to get this thing to 1,000 episodes and keep it moving. And as long as the audience is loving, their videos that they keep sending to us, I think we got a shot at it.
Well, I know they send them in, and the audience has been so loyal over the years. That's why it's lasted 800 episodes. And you're right, it's got to go to 1,000. It might go to 2,000. Alfonso, this is a show that's a part of the American pop culture. It's a part of the lexicon. It's just so embedded into the culture of the television watching audience here in America. But with the advent of the internet, and you have Instagram, you have TikTok, you have YouTube Shorts, do you find yourself sometimes as a scout when you're on the internet? Are you looking for videos ever and go, oh, this would be a great one, maybe I should send this to producers? Or you just get there and wait to see what they have lined up for you?
They're so good at what they do, there is no reason for me to get involved. I always like to say, stay in your lane, right? Sure. You get people who, they want to do everything. They want to be involved with everything, and they want to control everything, and they want the credit to be theirs for everything. And I'm like, you know what I want? I want them to do their jobs and me to get the credit for it without having to do anything. So I don't really think about like trying to overstep my position. I love the fact that we've got great people who have been there for decades. They know the show, they know the videos, they know how to put them together. Get out of the way and let them create their magic.
And they do. And that's why you're at 800th episode again. That's going to be this Sunday, 7, 6 Central. Alfonso, this last season of Dancing with the Stars, I'd be remiss if I didn't ask you this question, because you're talking about staying in your lane. Obviously, the audience has a huge part in who makes it to the finals, who gets eliminated, who goes home. So do the judges. But every season there seems to be a shocker. I think this last season it was Whitney Levitt. People were expecting to see her in the finals. When you have one of those moments to where the person who's going home isn't the one that you thought in your head, obviously that's the beauty of the show in some regard. But are you ever surprised and shocked yourself?
Oh, I'm always shocked.
Yeah.
There's no way of ever predicting, who's staying and who's going. There are some ones that you go, all right, it may not be this week or next week, but they're not making it to the finals. And then they're the ones that shock you, right? The ones that, do not get great scores from the judges, but the home audience loves them and they go a long way. The Bobby Bones, who did an incredible job. The fans loved him, and he took home the mirror ball because the fans loved him. And so it's literally, everyone is there working their butts off, doing the best that they can. And for me, I want everyone to have the greatest experience that they can have on the show. I want them to truly enjoy and be around as long as they can. So it is a shock. Obviously, someone has to go home on every elimination night. So someone is, journey will end. And last season, of course, we all felt that Whitney Levitt deserved to be in that, finale. But the home audience gets to decide that. And, I've heard many people say, well, that it's a popularity contest. It's this and that. I'm like, well, Whitney Levitt was incredibly popular. She just wasn't liked by, her TV show's audience, right? And so they went out on a campaign to try to take her down. And it's this other world that's happening while the show is happening. And, if it was just popularity, it'd be one thing. If it was just talent, it'd be another thing. But it's a combination of both, right? It's a little bit of popularity. It's a lot of talent. And so you kind of want that. You never want to take someone who the audience loves and get rid of them because they aren't as good as someone else in the dance department. Because isn't the goal of the show is to have people watching it, right? It's about getting ratings. So the only way you get ratings is you have people that the audience wants to see. Whether it's a train wreck or a beautiful symphony, it's still what the audience wants to see, and that's what we want them to have.
Whether it's Andy Richter or it's Robert Irwin, we want to tune in to see the people that we love. You're absolutely right. And you know what? We're going to be tuning in this Sunday for the 800th episode of America's Funniest Home Videos. Alfonso, thank you so much for joining me this morning. The greatest host in the business, and you don't want to see this man on a karaoke stage. I've seen what he can do. Alfonso, I appreciate you, brother.
You got it. Thank you, man.